James Charles' makeup line Painted is out, and so many people have a lot to say.
A massive comment criticism that I've seen quite a lot of from people both outside the makeup industry and within has said that this brand has taken way too long to launch.
Is it too late for James Charles to come out with his own makeup line? What's up guys, it's Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. So James Charles just dropped a video today and I was kind of shocked, did not expect this at all. I don't think no one saw this coming that I know of. And I wanted to watch it and I'm gonna watch it blindly and we're gonna react to it. Now, I have a feeling I'm not gonna go through every single thing, but here we go.
Hello you guys, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This moment feels surreal. I cannot believe the day is finally here to tell you guys all about the first launch of my new makeup brand, Painted. Go take a moment for the backdrop. Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. The background, I wanna throw up a big picture up here. It says Painted, you can see James Charles is in front of it. Now, it almost looks like, it's like indented or something. You know what it kind of reminds me of? James Charles is a smart cookie, okay? James Charles right now is on trend with this makeup line. We're gonna talk about that because I'm looking at marketing, PR, demographics, everything. Brand identity. If you're into that stuff like that, leave a comment down below because we're gonna have a little deep dive into it. Okay, so the background says Painted, he's in front of it. It's kind of like monochromatic, it's indented into it. It is giving very much Skims. We'll put up the Skims logo, look at the Painted logo, it kind of looks the same. Now, I'm not saying that he's copying or anything like that because it's a trend right now. That's a popular way to advertise your brand and James Charles is following suit. It looks great. When I saw it, to me, it was giving Skims. Kind of looks the same to me. Okay. Anyways, he's on trend with that. That's what I'm trying to say. Here we go. Now, before I go any further, I want to say that this video is sponsored at the house by adamandeve.com. So thank you, adamandeve.com, for sponsoring this video. You folks can use code LUX, L-U-X, for 50% off, plus free shipping. Exclusions do apply. Not many places today will give you 50% off right now and free shipping. So check out adamandeve.com. Use code LUX, L-U-X. I'm not going to steer you wrong. I really think you're going to like it. So thank you, adamandeve.com, for sponsoring this video. They have so much goodies over there. Let's get on with the drama.
Now, I want to jump right into today's video. Personally, I've always found it very annoying when YouTubers are like, I've been working on this project for years and years and years. Well, I'm gonna do that today because that is the true reality of the situation. 4 years of blood, sweat, tears have gone into this brand, its identity, what it stands for, and I'm so excited to finally get to share it with you guys. Now, okay,
I'm gonna stop right there. So he's already talking about brand identity, which is huge, what it stands for, and the fact that he said he's been working on this brand for 4 years. Which is interesting he says that because people can hold him accountable and say, oh my God, like 4 years, that means you were working on this during your deepest, darkest times. People could say that. And I do feel like, I have a feeling that James Charles isn't being 100% transparent because he could have easily said, I didn't come out with this makeup line sooner because I had a contract with Morphe or a contract with another makeup brand and it was a non-compete clause, or there could have been a conflict of interest clause, so I couldn't come out with it yet. Now that contract is over, I'm free to drop this. But he could have been working on it behind the scenes and having that contract too. So anyways, here we go.
I read the comments, I know there's been a lot of excitement. We started hyping this up in April, so it's a long time coming, and I've also seen that there's a lot of questions, so before I delay any further, let's just get right into it. Let me tell you all about my new makeup brand, Painted. A massive comment criticism that I've seen quite a lot of from people both outside the makeup industry and within has said that this brand has taken way too long to launch.
Is it too late for James Charles to come out with his own makeup line?
Who will trust?
Oh girl, oh girl, oh honey, oh my God. That's it, that's it. We've made it. We're walking in purse first. We've made it. Girl! Thank you, James Charles. Wow! What? You guys, sneaky snakes! If you made this far in the video, drop a snake in the comments. Sneaky snakes. Let's go, sneaky snakes. Okay, this is huge. Wow, James Charles. James Charles put me in his launch video. What? Pretty epic. That's pretty epic. And I look good in it too. You saw how skinny and snatched I look? Take that, haters. And oh my God. People in the comments, they're gonna be shook. Oh my God. Okay, this is huge because James Charles has been working on this for a while. Okay. Let me digress here. I like the makeup now. Makeup's badass. I don't even gotta see it. Okay, here we go. Let's go on with the video. Here we go.
By James Charles's makeup brand.
I know makeup takes a long time to produce, but it's already been 2 years.
And trust and believe when I say, I agree. I understand the concerns, and I also understand the impact that this brand could have had in the peak of the makeup era, like 2017, 2018, 2019. But to do what I wanted to achieve with this brand in that time frame just wasn't possible. I definitely did not think that owning my own makeup brand would be easy, but I also did not think that it would be this difficult. I already had so much respect for my fellow brand owners before starting this project, but now, oh my God, it has skyrocketed. Let me tell you about some of the bumps in the road. In 2020, during the height of the pandemic, after working on the brand for months already, I had
you guys, can I just say this? And I know I'm gonna get lots of hate for this or whatever, but like, I'm just like kind of low-key kind of tired of people saying like, you know, I could have been a millionaire if it wasn't for the pandemic. You know, I could have been multi-billionaire, but the pandemic. You know, yeah, listen, there has been a lot of brands succeed and thrive during the pandemic, okay? And I know that saying that is kind of, you know, there's just, you know, you can't help the shipping thing. You know, I understand that. But anyways, it just, the fact that he was like, pandemic, stop blaming things on the pandemic. Although things, yes, I know, I'm not living under a rock. I know some things were just not possible during the pandemic. But like, I just feel like some people are using the pandemic as an excuse sometimes when they shouldn't. Not to say that James is or isn't, just when I heard it, it's just, I'll have to say that.
Was the final formula. I hosted a testing party with makeup artists and friends where participants were COVID tested, dividers at the stations, 6 feet apart, every single protocol you could possibly take. Shout out to my friend Lipstick Nick for letting us use her space at Pout, and I am so glad that I did that test because after the feedback from my friends, we made the decision to completely switch labs. This was not only because of a formula change.
Okay, he wanted to switch labs because the formula changed. So I just don't get it. Like, that's the part that's frustrating to me, is that he had to switch totally different labs because of the formula. I just kind of felt like, who introduced you to that lab to begin with, and you wasted all that time and money? Because you can't get that back. Here we go.
Formula change, but the most important reason was it was a price change. At the last minute, the manufacturer tried to raise their costs on me, and I would no longer be able to sell you guys my Create paints at the price that I wanted to, which was super affordable.
So I've heard a rumor, and I don't think James Charles even knows about this. Shout out to Farsali for they sent over this moisturizer, the Reset. Thank you so much for that PR. I've heard a rumor that Miss Boom Boom Charles, Miss James Charles has been keeping me very busy lately. The rumor is that the lab, or the manufacturer, whatever, basically created his product and at the last minute raised the price for him because of who he is. It's not like when you walk into a dealership, if you walk into a nice dealership and you're draped in pearls like a wealthy woman's neck with all the diamonds, and you know, they hike up the price. It happens to me. It happens to me when I go to any jewelry store and I'm dressed badass, or they know I'm a TikToker, YouTuber, influencer. Girl, they hike up the price. That's why sometimes it's just good to go into places looking like a bum, honestly. So here we go.
Think about that. A completely finished paint, ready for sale 3 years ago. But my mindset has always been, if it wasn't right, I'm not putting it out. So we started over. To say this was just the tip of the iceberg is really like the understatement of a century. We immediately started looking for new labs, and when I tell you guys we were looking for labs all around the world, I have literally tried hundreds of samples from different
All right, so he throws up pictures where he's all over the world. The thing is, right, if you're, to get really good cosmetics, it's in Milan, Italy. Those baked highlighters, those baked bronzers, whatever, that they manufacture. No one else is gonna do that in America or Asia. Milan, Italy, when it comes to formula and makeup, they got it down pat. I think that, in my opinion, cosmetics that comes from Milan and Italy is so much more high quality than overseas as in Asia, if that makes sense. But that's my opinion, and the price points reflect that as well. Okay, here we go.
Different manufacturers and labs. Finally, we found one that was able to replicate our magic formula, and they happen to be only 20 minutes away here in LA. After finally finding my new lab, over the next 3 years, I spent hundreds of hours on the phone to my new manufacturer, testing products, going to the lab, and sharing as much information as I possibly could on social media with you guys. I loved getting your guys' feedback, and I cannot wait to do it again for future products, but even the smallest changes required a complete reevaluation of the entire product and the chemistry chemistry that makes up the formula. And you guys know I'm a perfectionist too, so even up until a couple of weeks ago, I was still in the lab perfecting and finalizing and approving the formula like I showed you guys on TikTok. So when I say that we just finished these paints, we just finished them. Now I want to talk to you guys about the campaigns. Oh my God, the marketing around this brand so far has been an absolute dream. You guys know I love doing makeup, but I love marketing too, so it has been so.
This is the fun part. When James Charles said, I love marketing. It's marketing strategy, PR, brand identity, color choices, what the brand is about. Here we go.
So fun to get creative. The first thing that you guys saw was the commercial. Now, with this video, we didn't want to give everything away, but kind of treat it more of like a movie trailer. When brainstorming with the team, this concept came up and I was instantly obsessed. The brand identity is obviously mixing makeup and artistry together, so pulling those concepts into one was really, really cool for me. I want to say quick but massive thank yous to all the people who helped make this happen. Kaylee, the beautiful model who let me paint her face, my friend Jesus for helping me with the makeup. Of course, we have my team, but then also Ashley, the director, and her incredible team that helped actually create and shoot the commercial. I'm so proud of the finished product and I am.
Okay, I feel like it's great that he's acknowledging a lot of these people that worked with him behind the scene, because he didn't have to do that, because a paycheck is well enough a great thank you. But he's acknowledging them even more by putting them into the video. And I think that speaks volumes on him. It's showing that it takes a village to create a brand. So kudos to that.
You guys loved it as much as I did. Next was flying out our 10 artists that won our painted casting call to be in our first ever campaign. And let me just say, I think that this is the coolest thing my brand has done thus far. I know we haven't done much, okay? Not a lot has been on the table yet, but I had so much fun during this experience. For those of you who might not know, I ran a contest where amazing artists from all around the world submitted videos to be in my brand's first ever campaign. They duetted my announcement video with their best makeup look and explained like,
Which, let us not forget, this was controversial within itself, because these kids and people that he flew out, these individuals, I'm sorry, that he flew out, you know, they had quite a bit of following. It wasn't like these, you know, 0 subscriber, 1 follower type people. They had a little bit of a following, which again, marketing strategic standpoint, I think that it was great, because then when they do get this images produced and they can micro blog about it with their community, I get it, but I think that some people thought he was gonna start completely with just people that no one's ever heard of and cultivate them from there, but that wasn't the case. There was a lot of drama behind that. People he chose to be in the campaign already had somewhat of a following. Okay.
what makeup and expression meant to them, and I was completely overwhelmed. Hashtag James Charles campaign had over 10,000 video submissions by some of the most talented artists that I have ever seen. We picked the 10 artists that we did after so much back and forth between my team and I. Picking only 10 was so challenging, but I ended up choosing who I did because of their love and passion for makeup, not only in their submissions, but also on their entire social media pages and their bodies of work. We ended up having artists from the US, Canada, Trinidad, the UK, Zimbabwe, Argentina, and Thailand. Literally from like every corner of the globe. We flew them into LA, a lot of them for the first time, so we wanted to make sure they had a really fun experience. We decorated their hotel rooms, took them on a Hollywood tour bus all throughout the city, brought them to a nice little dinner, and then already, it was shoot day. After planning everything out, we realized that we had to photograph 34 looks, 34 makeup looks in only one day. And let me tell you, we barely made it. But when we did, it was then that I knew.
All these makeup looks, they look great, but these people, they're all young and beautiful. They're all young and beautiful. I wanna see an 800-pound frog. I wanna see a grandma. I wanna see a Shrek. I wanna see people who look different, not young and beautiful, just people who look different, and I wanna see people in a wheelchair. I wanna see people with diversities. You know what I'm saying? Just a diverse, but more inclusive. That's all. Okay, here we go.
And then I knew that we picked superstars. These photos are gonna be all over the website and our socials for years to come, so make sure you guys keep your eyes out for them, and I am so proud of all 10 of my artists. Peyton, Jada, Chris, Pink, Kenny, Maya, Catalina, Arlene, and Karina, and Angel, I love you all. This is one of the hardest shoot days that I have ever been on, so I also want to give a quick shout out to Nicole, Caesar, Ty, and Liv for the makeup, Sergio, Kat, and Haley on the hair, and finally, thank you to John Sams, Tati, and Jeff for their incredible, unmatched photography and videography that made this campaign actually come to life. Now, the last thing that we did was a model shoot, and this was the concept that I was so excited to bring to life. In a completely different format, where that first shoot was focusing on showing how the paints work, how amazing they are, and the different colors. This shoot was the complete opposite. It was all about just creativity and coming up with some really cool.
You see all the images here? It was like in that I don't know. It's like this silver chrome bikinis and stuff like that. I'll try to throw some pictures up here that he was showing. So like that right there, again, very on trend, because if you look up some Google images of like Kim Kardashian Skim Chrome, you know, she was wearing a lot of chrome in her Skims campaign too. So to me, my opinion, I feel like James Charles was like, you know, the Kardashian family. They really are on trend, and they set the trend. And I feel like James Charles was like, that looks cool. That's on trend right now. This is what people want to see. On top of the whole AI trend, whatever, AI trend going on TikTok and other platforms, I kind of felt like he's nailing it here with the whole monochromatic silver, you know, AI type vibe. It's giving me that, and then mixed in with, you know, the Skims type vibe. It's kind of like he took Skims for makeup. How about that? It looks pretty good. But I was just, when I saw it, I was like, there's a lot of chrome. Give me a very futuristic vibe. Very like futuristic, Balmain, futuristic. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope
My makeup artist Caesar and Dee did the most beautiful avant-garde makeup looks on them, while Dustin and Linda did these crazy sculpted hairstyles, and then it literally all went to waste because we poured buckets of paint on these girls. The girls were throwing paint, fighting with paint, using vintage cameras, rocky angles, and we all had the best time. My models were all so hot and so incredible to work with, so thank you Raven, Haley, Leah, Avery, and Alexis for really trusting my vision. You guys, we had the best time, and we really bonded over being covered in paint in every single crevice. And I really do mean every single crevice. Thank God they had a shower on set. Now you might be asking, why paint? I've been quoted in interviews many times actually saying that I was never gonna come up with my own makeup line. So definitely shot myself in the foot with that one. But when I said that, at the time, it was true. With there being so many brands out there, the artist in me really wanted to create something unique and special and not just slap my name on something. And for a really long time, I just didn't have the idea. But over the years, as I completed more and more makeup looks, getting crazier and crazier every single time, I would always look down at my makeup table here in front of me that was covered in dozens of products, making a complete mess. But I realized that I didn't have the one product that could truly do everything that I was looking for. So I finally realized that I wanted to release a makeup line with multi-use products right off the bat that artists of all different skill levels could use, and thus Create Paints were born. When I started developing this formula 4 years ago now, paints really weren't that popular in the makeup market, but over the last couple of years, several brands have started to release them, which I'm not gonna lie, was not my favorite thing in the entire world, but just like how—
Okay, so James Charles' demeanor here, I think it's a demeanor that I think a lot of people, it's either you like it or you don't, you know? And I hope you can get into it or not. It's up to you. Let me know in the chat if you like the flow of his video and how it's going. Because that within itself was thought out too. The music, I can tell you that this video was very highly edited, and it was great how everything flowed. The music in the background, I was engaged. The sound effect, the video, I think it's one of the best, but not the best, but one of up there when it comes to a launch. Because he shows you a lot of behind, because he didn't come out like, hey guys, I got a new makeup liner out. Okay, so these are my brushes. They're like 10 bucks. And this is the makeup we're coming out with. Let me give it a quick little swatch. Hold on guys, here we go. Oh, look how pigmented that is. All right, so it comes out this Friday. So go ahead and click the link down below and buy it and stuff like that. Okay, see you guys later, bye. Like, it was very well thought out. It was very well in depth. A lot of time and energy got put into this video. It's like a little mini movie, and that's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
How new brands are constantly trying to reformulate staple products in our makeup collections. I'm doing the same thing with my paints, and I'm very confident when I say, and also a little bit biased, that my formula is the absolute best while keeping them very, very affordable. Okay, you are finally caught up on the last couple of years of what it took to bring this brand to life, but now,
so
let's talk about the present.
Here's a picture. You're gonna see like this rainbow color of all the paints, and then he goes into swatching it. Let's throw up another picture up here of all the swatches. It looks great. You'll see all the different colors. It looks great. The stuff looks great. I don't think there's anyone who's gonna deny right now that is busted the house horrible. It looks great. They look really good. But that's my opinion. It looks really good. Let's talk about the real meat and potatoes of it, is the pricing. Now, in this video, he's gonna talk about 3 things: the paints, how much they cost, the makeup brushes, how much those cost, and then there's a sponge, like a makeup applicator, and we'll throw it up here. So let me go ahead and find it. It's gonna be, if you guys have the video at home, so let me see, it's gonna start at, I'll say we'll start it here at the 14-minute and 36-second mark of his video. Here we go.
This is the sponge I used to get ready today for my current glam, but we have wet, we have dry, and then we have the competitor. As you can see, sometimes size does matter. And once I moved to this baby, I have literally never switched back. It is so soft. It literally feels like you're beating your face with a memory foam mattress, but helps everything go on so quickly. Not only is this good for face makeup application, but also body makeup as well. If you're going out to an event, a date night out, a red carpet, but this sponge is literally everything you need and is half the price of the competitors. I know I've made you wait long enough, so let's finally get into all the information around the launch, starting off with pricing. All 10 of the crepe paints will be retailing online for $15 each. Now, of course, you can shop for them individually if you have a couple of colors that you really want to pick up, or if you have one favorite that you really want to try.
You guys, $15. $15. Let me know what you think about that. I think it's fair. They look kind of small though. They do look kind of small, but $15, we'll see. I for sure want to get the white one. Like the video, leave a comment, so that way I can be able to buy them and review them. An honest review. Okay, here we go.
Try out, or you can buy all 10 paints in our artist set for the price of 9, and with that, they all come in a customized little painted can with a customized paint can opener, as well as an included blending sponge and free shipping for only $135. I mean, hello! That is a bargain if I ever heard one. My detail brushes will be on sale individually for $8 each, or you can buy the full set of 6 for $40. And last but not least, our giant painted sponges will be retailing for only $10. And I am so...
All right, that's cute right there. So we talked about the pricing. We got to see the launch video, the process of how everything got made. But it doesn't matter what I think about it at the end of the day. At the end of the day, like Steve Jobs says, people vote with their wallets. If they really like something, they're gonna buy it. If they really like something, they're gonna buy into the idea of it. If nobody bought iPhone, if nobody bought the iPhone, it wouldn't be here today. The company would be like, hey, it's not selling. The people have spoken. So this is where you guys step in. If you guys like it, you'll buy it. If you don't, then you won't. And the company would know not to exist anymore. You know, every company exists to do one thing, and that's create revenue. Well, one of them, well, most of them. But anyways, like I said, it doesn't matter what I think about the drama in today's video. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, love you so much.